Hey guys, how are you? Everyone knows that GTA 6 will be one of the biggest releases in the industry, but today I bring you 10 new games that aim to take the hype away from GTA, or at least overshadow it a little. So without further ado, let's start the list with Mafia: The Old Country, a third-person action and adventure game set in 1900s Sicily, which explores the origins of organized crime. Players take on the role of Enzo Favara, a young man seeking to rise in the Torrisi crime family, the Cosa Nostra. The game promises an engaging narrative, with impressive graphics and a historically detailed setting, focusing on hand-to-hand combat and period firearms, as well as stealth options. The big question is how the Old Country can overshadow the release of GTA 6. The delay of GTA 6 to May 26, 2026 opens a window of opportunity for the 2K Games title. Released months earlier, and with a more accessible price, the game is strategically positioned. While GTA 6 relies on its vast, open world and contemporary explosive action, The Old Country focuses on narrative depth, historical authenticity, and a more focused and visceral experience of organized crime, which may attract players looking for something different from the established GTA formula.
You again.
Resident Evil 9 Requiem, officially announced in June 2025 during the Summer Game Fest, promises an immersive survival horror experience. The game, scheduled for release on February 27, 2026, introduces a new protagonist, Grace Ashcroft, daughter of reporter Alyssa Ashcroft from Resident Evil Outbreak. The gameplay resembles Resident Evil 7, with a focus on psychological horror and slow, tense exploration, but with the addition of the option for first or third-person camera. The release of Requiem in 2026, close to that of GTA 6, creates an interesting competitive scenario. Although GTA 6 is a highly anticipated title, Requiem can attract a significant portion of players with its unique survival horror proposal. The immersion and psychological terror, central elements of the Resident Evil franchise and strongly emphasized in Requiem, can stand out in a market saturated with open-world action games. The nostalgia associated with the franchise, combined with a new horror experience, can generate considerable hype and divide the attention of players, especially those looking for an experience more focused on narrative and atmosphere than on unbridled action.
The report you asked for yesterday, it'll be ready in 2 days, tops.
Put a hold on that for now. We found another body. One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating. Now, I need a good technical analyst on this.
Okay.
I need your eyes on the crime scene. The Renwood Hotel. I know that's where your mother was murdered. Alyssa died 8 years ago. Perhaps it's time for you to face the past. Grace.
What is this?
Stay close.
Now that you're the one that I've been searching for. Special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
Please know that you are my hope.
Everyone's gone.
Stay away from that!
Pragmata is a third-person action and adventure game developed by Capcom set in a dystopian future on the moon. The narrative focuses on the relationship between two characters, Hugh, apparently an adult, and Diana, a mysterious child. The game promises a single-player experience with a focus on story and an interesting visual, exploring the resources of PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series. The gameplay combines elements of third-person shooting with puzzles and an intriguing hacking mechanic. The release of Pragmata, scheduled for 2026, coincides with the expected release of GTA 6, also in 2026. Although GTA 6 is an extremely anticipated title with a gigantic fan base, Pragmata can stand out for its originality. The unique lunar setting, the narrative focused on the relationship between the characters, and the innovative gameplay can attract players tired of the traditional open-world game formula, offering a distinct and memorable experience.
Hey, D.I.
I said I am D.I.
Okay. Look, how about we call you Diana?
Diana?
Onimusha Way of the Sword is an upcoming third-person action game, developed and published by Capcom, marking a new entry in the acclaimed Onimusha series. Scheduled for release in 2026 on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and PC via Steam, the game promises a visceral and immersive combat experience set in a distorted version of Kyoto's Edo period. The narrative, described as a reboot, focuses on Miyamoto Musashi as the protagonist, promising a dark fantasy story full of mystery. The gameplay emphasizes intense and violent sword combat, with comparisons being made to Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. The release of Way of the Sword in 2026 coincides with the delayed release of GTA 6, scheduled for May 26 of the same year. Although GTA 6 is a large-scale release and expected by many, the simultaneous release of Onimusha Way of the Sword could impact the hype and sales of the Rockstar title. Onimusha's unique proposal, with its Japanese historical setting, sword-focused combat system, and dark narrative, could attract a specific audience that does not identify with the open-world and crime formula of the GTA franchise. The direct competition between two games of such distinct genres, but released at the same time, can lead to a division of attention and marketing resources. The new Fable game from Playground Games is scheduled to be released in 2026 for Xbox Series and PC, and will be available on Xbox Game Pass and PC Game Pass. Although plot details are scarce, it is known that the game will be an open-world RPG, promising an experience rich in choices and consequences, a hallmark of the franchise. The Forza Tech engine will be used, suggesting high-quality visuals and possibly a vast and detailed world. The release of Fable in 2026, coinciding with that of GTA 6, creates an interesting competitive scenario. The possibility of overshadowing the release of GTA 6 depends on several factors, including the reception from critics and the public, marketing strategies, and the appeal of each game to different audiences. Fable, with its emphasis on narrative and player choices, may attract an audience looking for a more RPG-focused experience, while GTA 6, with its focus on action and broader open world, attracts a different audience.
You are like literally my favorite person.
You haters.
It's like a fan club, but we hate you.
Your chancers and the occasional giant toad, for some reason. But it's more than that. It's about the choices you make.
I'm a hero. I should do what I want.
We thought you could save her.
You know, it's your life and death stuff. That's what defines you, isn't it? Really, stays with you. I knew this one hero. I took her in when she had nowhere else to go. Welcome to the most exclusive club in all of Albion. Thought I'd get her out there, make the most of her gift. But you know what it's like when you're young and you have a point to prove. I tell you, this kid, she had it all. The skill, the talent, the power. She was something else, all right. She was terrifying. So, yeah, I knew this girl once who made all the wrong choices.
Humphrey. She's back.
Gears of War E-Day is a prequel to the acclaimed Gears of War franchise, set 14 years before the first game. The game follows Marcus Fenix and Dom Santiago as they face Emergence Day, the day the Locust Horde emerges from the depths, devastating the world of Sarah. Developed by the Coalition and People Can Fly, using Unreal Engine 5, the game promises high-fidelity graphics and a more linear experience compared to Gears 5. The release of E-Day may, in fact, represent a threat to the release of GTA 6, depending on several factors. A simultaneous or near release coupled with an aggressive marketing campaign can divide the attention of the public and the media. The appeal of E-Day lies in the nostalgia of the Gears of War franchise for old fans, and the opportunity to explore its origin story. The graphic quality, gameplay, and critical reception will be crucial in determining whether the game can compete with the popularity and expectations surrounding GTA 6. The release date of E-Day has not yet been defined, but speculations point to 2026, which could put the game head-to-head with the release of GTA 6. Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra is an action-adventure game set in occupied Paris during World War II. Developed by Skydance New Media and published by PlayOn, the game features an unlikely alliance between Captain America and Black Panther, Azuri, to prevent the rise of the terrorist organization Hydra. The story is inspired by the Marvel comic miniseries Captain America Black Panther Flags of Our Fathers from 2010. The release is scheduled for early 2026. The release of Rise of Hydra can overshadow that of GTA 6 in several ways. First, the release date of GTA 6 was delayed to May 2026, bringing it closer to the release of the Marvel game. Second, the popularity of the Marvel franchise and the creative team behind the game, including Amy Hennig, known for her work on Uncharted, can attract a large player base. Third, the focus on a historical narrative and iconic characters can offer a unique and differentiated gaming experience, competing with the established formula of the GTA series.
Just stick to the rooftops. Be careful. Stand wasami.
When am I not?
It's better if I tackle this one alone.
You may encounter some obstacles.
That won't be a problem.
Our cat friend is definitely here too. By the look of things, he's not very far ahead.
The American boy is right on your heels.
Who the hell are you?
If you wanted us dead, we'd be dead. So what do you want?
Answers.
That's far enough!
Stay out of my way!
Stand aside!
I do not take orders from anyone!
I don't have time for this.
Neither do I.
The Elder Scrolls 6 is the sixth main edition of the acclaimed action RPG series The Elder Scrolls, developed by Bethesda Game Studios and published by Bethesda Softworks. The sequel to The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, released in 2011, is eagerly awaited by fans. Still without an official release date, the game is in active development using the Creation Engine 2. the same used in Starfield. The expectation is that the game will be released for Windows and Xbox consoles, reflecting Microsoft's acquisition of Bethesda. Details about gameplay, story, and setting remain scarce, fueling speculation and hype around the release. The success of The Elder Scrolls 6 and its potential to overshadow the release of GTA 6 lie in several factors. The long and dedicated fanbase of the Elder Scrolls series, built over decades, guarantees a considerable and anticipated audience. The proven formula of open-world RPG with vast scenarios, freedom of exploration, and complex progression systems is a significant attraction. The addition of new game mechanics and graphical improvements based on the experience with Starfield can elevate The Elder Scrolls 6 to a new level of quality, exceeding player expectations. Exclusivity for Xbox and PC platforms, although limiting the reach, could reinforce Microsoft's marketing strategy and increase the impact of the release. The Witcher 4 is being developed by CD Projekt Red and represents the beginning of a new saga in the acclaimed franchise. Unlike previous games, Geralt of Rivia will not be the protagonist, and everything indicates that Ciri will assume this central role, expanding the universe of The Witcher beyond the stories already known. The game is being built from the ground up in Unreal Engine 5, which promises cutting-edge graphics and an even more immersive and detailed open world, leveraging the latest technologies to deliver an unprecedented visual and gameplay experience. The possibility of The Witcher 4 overshadowing the release of GTA 6 is a topic of debate among fans and the industry. While GTA 6, scheduled for May 2026 on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series, with the PC version expected for 2027, enjoys massive hype for being the sequel to one of the best-selling games of all time, The Witcher 4 arrives with the reputation of a franchise that has established itself through rich narrative, complex characters, and a deep fantasy universe. Many players express greater enthusiasm for The Witcher 4, perhaps due to the promise of a more traditional and story-focused RPG experience, in contrast to the open-world and multiplayer approach that GTA has become synonymous with.
Kabir's smuggling trade is of no concern to me.
Shush, shush, shush.
The manticore that flattened your cart and devoured your men? Quite the opposite.
Manticore? No, them winged hellspawn dwell in the arse end of
Onward, Kelby. We've worked.
Marvel's Wolverine is one of the most anticipated games of the next generation, being developed by the renowned Insomniac Games, the same producer behind the Marvel's Spider-Man franchise. The game will be an exclusive title for PlayStation 5 and promises to deliver a mature and exciting narrative, focusing on the story of James Logan Howlett, the Wolverine. Although specific plot details are scarce, it is known that the game will explore the character's origin, including the process of grafting adamantium onto his skeleton. Insomniac is known for its excellence in fluid combat and captivating narratives, which generates great expectation for how they will approach Wolverine's iconic brutality and healing factor. Even though GTA 6 is an undeniable giant in the gaming industry, Marvel's Wolverine has the potential to overshadow it, especially if it achieves a strategic release. While GTA 6 promises to be a milestone with its vast open world and complexity of systems, the appeal of a character as iconic as Wolverine, combined with Insomniac's expertise in superhero games, can create an equally potent cultural buzz. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and see you in the next video.